Right. Welcome to Authentic Soul Conversations with Itesh. Humble greetings, everybody. Love and light to you guys. It is still an honor for us to come here and have meaningful conversations with you guys. Things that bother us, things that overburden us, things that overwhelm us on a daily basis. So there's a post that actually stuck with me. It actually touched my heart, by one of the powerful queens that I associate with, Miss B. Mashilo, Bonolo Mashilo. It says, a lot of us only share our happiest moments on social media. The days we slaying, dressed up, checked in at the fanciest places, the great gowns, the happy family pictures, the look at God captions, and the mama I made it moments. A friendly reminder that people's lives aren't like that every day. Everyone is fighting battles they don't talk about or post about on social media. We are all going through some sort of frustration, and we are definitely not going to put it out there. And then she says, remind yourself of your own personal journey, how far you've come, and continue giving it your all. I pray you never give up on yourself or your dreams. Don't let the images, the videos, and captions of social media give you chest pains or even make you feel like you are not doing enough and you are not where you should be. The grass isn't always greener. Sometimes it's just filtered well. And she says, Hesense Ohema, rest assured, God isn't done with you yet. Welcome to Authentic Soul Conversations, my queen.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome,
Yourself?
awesome.
I'm great, thank you.
All right, Bonolo is a fashion designer. She's a fashionpreneur, an aspiring humanitarian. I know that she goes by the caption, she's a village girl, all the way from Mtwani in Denelton. She's proud of her roots and heritage and her upbringing until this far. And she inspires on social media. Her work is incredible. It actually speaks for itself. I met her on social media first, and then she booked for a house call.
Yeah, I did.
Right.
Yes, I did.
And then, yes, we met in person. I went and I gave her a pamper massage, of which she loved the most. So can you explain when we met? What was the impression when we first met? And
My impression of you.
yes.
My impression of you was, it was actually, I could say I saw it coming. I related to you so well on social media.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't just about the massage, but just the way you spoke and how deep you were about everything else that nobody wants to talk about. So when I met, I felt like our souls connected in a different way. Just from the way you first greeted me, the way you acknowledged me, and your presence, your aura. It's so pleasant, and you so, I don't know, it was great to have you and to have genuine conversations with you. And I would like to also say, now that I can confess, that I enjoyed speaking to you more than the actual massage, because you tapped into a part of me that people that meet me for the first time normally wouldn't. So I knew that actually it was, I'd like to say, I don't know, divine meetings. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't just me bumping into you. It was meant to happen at that time. And you met me at a space in my life where everything was just going so dark and it was going downhill, and you revived my soul without even knowing it. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Sure, your post on social media actually caused quite a stir. What made you to decide to write about that?
To be quite honest, social media has become such an essential part of our lives that we can't differentiate between Facebook and real life.
Yes.
You know, it's this fantasy world that we live in.
Sure.
You know, you get so trapped in this world. Even I myself found myself as a businesswoman and, you know, living my own life. I often forget that I have to snap out of that life because it's not real. You know.
Yeah. Would it say that it actually got to a point where now it's addictive?
It is very addictive.
Is it toxic?
I think you get addicted to the validation
Yeah.
that you get on social media, which is non-existent.
Yeah.
You get so caught up in the likes and in the comments and in the approvals that when you graduate, instead of telling your family members and being present in the moment, when you go post that, oh, mama, I made it, and wait for, well done, well done, well done, you've done amazing. And on that day, the way the day they decide to keep quiet, that's when you actually lose yourself and you come to your senses and you realize that Ntwe is a non-existent world.
Sure, it was an illusion of
All
some
alone.
form. Right. And you also said that we are actually filtering ourselves on social media. We don't actually talk about the things that we go through. Everything is just caption made, and we want to be, it's about the fancy places that we go to. It's about the cars that we pose next to. Some are not even ours.
True.
There's just a whole lot of pressure on social media, in a sense that, like you said, we've lost a part of who we are as human beings. It's actually taking away who we authentically are as being. You can get sick and be hospitalized, or maybe go through a depression episode or anxiety of some sort or whatever. Maybe you get sick. You'll only get well soon on social media, and your friends and people that are close to you are non-existent in person, and they're only sending you flowers and emojis to wish you well, but you can't feel their presence. You can't actually feel their love, and that's damaging internally. So we've drifted apart so much on each other in a level that even spirit can't function anymore. So I saw a lot of people coming out and opening up about what you were talking about, and what can be done.
No, that's very true. I think myself, I don't want to make any reference to anyone. I want to speak about me and what I've done. For the longest time, I would only show people what I wanted them to see. What you need to understand about social media is I only show you the impression of my life that I want you to know and to see.
I love the fact that you said
only
impression.
Be my happy life.
In 5 minutes.
I'm not happy every day. I'm not in makeup and a wig every day. When I get home, the first thing I do, I take off my wig and I become my natural self. But for social media, I have to check my background. I make sure that the car behind me is korokoro. I make sure that my office is clean. I'm not going to show you the dirty part. I'm going to show you my glass table, and I'm going to show you all of that. And when I do check in, I don't check in or people don't want to take care of me. I'll check in with the celebrities, take pictures with them, and check in at the shows behind, backstage. And that's what you think. So when in your mind, stress or Bonolo is living her best life, when actually bank balance at 360 rand, and you think because I'm standing next to so and so, and because I'm behind a mansion, maybe my bank balance in LA, 100K or whatever. But that's not the case. And I found that if I really want to inspire, I'm all about inspiring and putting people on where I can. I'm a firm believer of passing on what you have, and who creates an opportunity, let the next person hold the door open for the next person coming behind you, especially from Komagaeng, all I've ever wanted to do was to make the girls believe that they could. And then now, if ke mo pela batho every day ke ba botsa gore ke nna Bonolo Mashilo, and mo ke fitlhele no ana o tlo kgona fitla o tlo fitla byang ke sa mmotse nnete.
Especially the light and dark side of things behind the scenes.
You need to know that I don't dress up every day. I want to tell you about my broke days. I want to tell you about the days I had to have sleepless nights. I disclosed there was a point in my life where I was depressed, where and I went through the most. I was so scared that part of me, because I thought buy that role model. But to my surprise, everybody was like Lynn, because isn't that the reality that we hide?
It is, and it's powerful what you're saying, because you opened a conversation of some sort. It's actually talk therapy. The minute you stepped out and said, hey guys, this is what's going on in my life, they were able to relate with you. A lot of times it's not necessarily that we don't talk, but there's no conducive spaces anymore, to open up. There's not a lot of people that can hold a sacred space for you and allow you to be vulnerable, and allow you to release the burdens that you are having without them going at the back of your mind and talking about it. It's not safe anymore. Even your closest friends, even your family, the minute you start out and try opening up, hey guys, I'm actually going through a challenge of 1, 2, 3, and you know. So those are like pressures that we find ourselves in, especially as young people,
Yeah.
even older people, you know, more so, because I think they hide it very well.
Yeah.
They become these tough people that we think they've got it all. But behind closed doors, they're literally crying, you know,
Yeah.
trying to make ends meet so that we can eat and we can
True.
be able to be provided for. So in your case, when you opened up to these people and they said, Lena, I'm going through 1, 2, 3, how deep was it? How deep the cry
Yeah.
of those people were? How deep were they?
They haunt you. I think the moment you start putting your truest self, it's a huge risk. It's either you're going to get bashed for it, there's going to be a backlash, or you're going to bring people closer and you're going to save people without even realizing it. The same way you use your gift to get people out of the gutter. Ho santa to some puts or approach. Platform
That's true.
because I can pretend.
Yes.
So if I'm always on 80, Luana, you want to match that.
That's
but if I
true.
come down to my 40, then you can come with your 20
That's true.
and say that little 20 that you have in Sharele,
Right.
so that there needs to be a meeting point, and that meeting point must be genuine. And the pretense and artificial personalities that we put out there on social media, realize how fake we are. But when you become your truest self, that's when you allow people to be themselves, and they'll actually disclose. And by the next person disclosing, utusha somebody else. Because I feel
Yeah.
maybe it's not so bad, and I don't need to help you. I can help you via social media. The day I say, and I'm going through a financial crisis, but everything is going to be okay. Confidential. You can't release on social media.
That's
But
true.
when the moment I say I'm going through a lot, then the next person, you'd be surprised. Change. Bonolo's also going through a lot.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to be on social media saying, girl boss, slay, hashtag, girl power, we got this, we winning, if you ain't on my game, don't even try to talk to me, you know, then I'm putting up a front. Then Lena feel like, yup, Ola, she's got her life under control.
Yeah.
So I'm actually making you better by just saying, we're in the same boat. And isn't that what we just need?
That's so deep.
Because approval, maybe the approval, sharp.
That is so deep. And as I said, guys, that she's a fashionpreneur, she's a fashion designer, a well-known one for that matter. How does image and clothes and self-love and self-care go together in the line of your work?
You know, now, this is actually where it has to get real, because I have to be honest. I don't want to lie. I'm a designer. I'm an entrepreneur. But designers, we are the first people, I could say, that make people fake. You know, we'll be going through a lot. And my clients, if my clients are not coming for bridal wear or for whatever it is that they're going through, you know, I want to feel good. And you'd be surprised by people coming to consult for manyalo abatobabang but saying, it's my job to make sure that that person stands out. What does that say about your self-esteem? You know, most of my clients are great people. Yes, I just want to talk about the bad side of fashion.
Yes.
Where Moto needs to look a certain way in order to feel good about themselves.
To feel better
You know,
than
I
other
can be wearing a
people.
designer label and looking the best. Marak amo pelung, know that I'm broken. And a Bonolo's job is to fix that. So essentially, I need to make you look good for that hour. Even if the dress is uncomfortable, even if it's still a la fisa or whatever it is, as long as you can give that impression, you know, I look good, put a lot of detail on it, I have to stand out. That's where we are right now. I'm going to go to a designer, you know, I don't want people to see how broken I am. I need to sell an image. I need to portray an image. So much so that I can't legit. Mashilo Designs, David Tlale. I'm not saying that this is what all my clients do, but I am saying for the most part of it, people are usually hiding something
Behind the clothes that they wear, behind
with
the
material,
makeup, behind the weaves.
behind
So
the weaves.
would you say 80% of us as human beings continue living our lives wearing masks?
We die with them on. We get buried with them on. Listen to the people. I wish we could have a pre-funeral or a makeup funeral where people could actually speak about you. You'd be shocked by how many people actually don't know who you are. If people had to come to my funeral today, but she was a designer, she was extravagant, she loved dressing up, you know, she loved posting and doing. That's not who I am.
That's true.
That's my job.
That's true.
I don't. My favorite clothes is pajamas. On days where I'm not gonna check in or whatever, I go to work. Keep.
Yeah.
Keep for Monday to Friday. That's my uniform.
Yes.
But my clients will never catch me because I'm selling. That's how I put food on the table. And I'm scared. If they were to know the real me, and if they were to see me without my wig and my natural hair, how am I gonna sell that to you? How am I going to sell the dress to you? You need to find me Kari Hili, Limiriri, and I have to entertain you because that's how I make
and
bread.
Speak in a certain way.
And speak in a certain way.
And exaggerate
you know,
a certain
yes,
standard and class.
You look good. And this is it. And when they walk out, but in my head, I'm just like, you know? So the people that actually know me, who would be family and friends, would be like, yo, Bonolo, orata. Orata di bijama, orata bohobe ka maotwana, orata nna ka loto, a ise maoto ko dimo. She actually doesn't like clubbing. She loves swimming with family and being kontwane. When everything gets too much, I go back home, and that should say a lot about me because kwa I want mthwanya ka ngroko mo gona. They just know Bonolo.
Sure. And when you were in your depression mode, how was it for you? How deep was it for you?
You know, I could say that I diagnosed myself because I realized after a while, I'm actually falling apart. And it was because of a very personal phase I was going through in my life where I was so hurt. I felt like I couldn't bounce back, where I made my whole life, you know, I built my whole life around this specific event. And when it didn't happen, I felt there's nothing more to live for. Sure. I felt bad about myself. I lost weight because even while going through all of that, people are going to be shocked to hear this. I still had to be Miss B Mashilo of B Mashilo Designs because I am my business.
That's the loneliest
place. So from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I'm in my weave, I'm in my face beat, I'm giving life, I'm doing community work, I'm giving, but I'm giving from an empty cup. My cup was empty. I was a mess. Even my family wouldn't see it because I'm bubbly. And even your friends that are supposed to be there for you, you can't cry more because you are the strong friend. That's why check on your strong friends.
Yes.
If someone had asked me, Bonolo Shab, I know I'm good. What's going on? But why lose a weight?
If a person is close to you, I don't know, maybe in my line of work.
Yeah.
When you are connecting with a person on a spiritual level, they should sense, they should see that you are not okay without you saying it.
Yeah.
You know, we always say that eyes are windows to the soul.
True.
So if you are wounded and you are hurting and it's painful, if I know you, I would pick up that there is a vibe inside of you, or like the way I picked it up. There's something that's going inside of you that's uncomfortable, you know, and you don't know how to go about it. And we had a conversation about that. I asked you, how's your lifestyle?
Yes.
What are you eating? You know, where are you? What are you thinking of? What's going on?
True.
And we opened up and we talked about food. We talked about the importance of nutrition. We also talked about the importance of movement, isn't like, you know, whether you do yoga or you do meditations or whether you go to gym, but have an active lifestyle so that the physical body can be able to, you know, easy out, you know. So at that point where you were, I think you were actually coming back to your senses. You know,
definitely.
And you decided that you are fatigued and you are exhausted, and then you need to to cough out or to release or to declutter, but you didn't know how to go about it. Your body said it needs something. And when are you thinking it was massage, which is also part of therapy?
True,
It's touch therapy.
Yeah.
But then you only massaging the flesh and the body, but the issues are internal.
True.
How do we go about visiting the internal part of things, and that can also affect the physical part of things in your study? Because I know you went and did your alkaline waters, alkaline diet. How did it help you?
It really, firstly, it made me vulnerable. And I think speaking to you forced me to acknowledge really what was going on, because I struggled to not be okay because of the nature of my job and what I do. And I always want to be the strong person and the bigger person for everybody else. And also with entrepreneurship, you're used to carrying so much of you on your shoulders. I'm the boss, I'm responsible. I just started my business. I'm the driver, I'm the accountant, I'm the cleaner, I delegate, I do consultations. I don't know how to be weak. When you start tapping into me, I hold back because you're going to bring out a side of me that I don't want to be put out there. I want to be seen as strong and having everything together. So when there's someone who is able to reach a surface that's far deeper than what people see, that's when I had no choice but to surrender and say, maybe I can sharp. After thinking, I sat down and did some introspection. I was like, I'm really not okay. And when I started being okay with not being okay, firstly.
Which is very powerful.
I changed my diet, the way you spoke to me about everything you put on your mouth, inside your body, actually has an impact on...
It reflects on the outside. It's inner and outer therapy.
Yes, and I had to work on that. I had no choice but to. And I stopped lifting at gym and doing cardio, and I started doing more yoga. I connected with myself. I became honest about who I am and where I am. And that's when that moment, I stopped caring about what people think of me and started speaking my mind. You know what? I'm not slaying.
Sure. That's powerful, because I remember 7 days later you said you actually feel light.
Yes.
And you are now having conversations with yourself. You're actually having, one-on-one reflection sessions with yourself to be able to admit and say, actually, I think I need to take a step back.
Yes.
And reflect on my life and do a reality check and say that, sure, you've been busy building other people, or else you are being neglected yourself. So you started by accepting that you are not okay, and you started doing the work.
Yes.
2 years prior to that, where are you?
And that's actually made me 10 times better. I get more opportunities because I'm attracting all the right energies and the right people.
Because you are in the right space.
I'm in the right space.
You are balancing yourself.
I'm trying to balance myself, and I'm okay with not being okay. And I speak openly about how I feel.
Awesome.
And people's perception of me has changed. And it's filtered a lot of people. Everyone that was leaning on me and benefiting, who said the genuine ones. And I've got a fair balance. If I'm not okay, I say, I get right. And is this normal? And I consult, and I'm okay with being weak in front of people, and I'm very vulnerable about my journey. And I stopped speaking more about where I want to be, and I started being honest about my journey. And I realized that maybe it's not so much about who we become in the end product, but what the journey makes us. If I were to die tomorrow, I wouldn't have any regrets because I gave what I had. I'm not waiting for 10 years down the line to serve. I'm serving on my way to my purpose and my goal. And God forbid this be my last day, I can gladly say, Mudimu, I used everything you gave me. I've got no regrets. But before, I would be able to say, I can't die now. I can't the business thing. But this that you're getting right now, this is me.
That's authentically you.
It's
That's
me.
Genuinely
It's all of
you.
me.
Sure. What is your spiritual code of conduct? What does Miss B do in order to calm herself down? What are the tips that you can give to the people that they can use at home?
Wow.
I always give out stuff. I always post a lot of stuff. So, but when you have imparted something in somebody, what is your spiritual code of conduct?
I go back to my truest being, myself, my roots, my core foundation.
Awesome.
And which for me, I need to be in a peaceful environment. Busy, you know, I'm always doing that. So I become aligned with who I am and where I'm from. So ke tswa ko Ntwana. Ge ke feel like it's getting too much, which is Pretoria, I go back home where I wanna di roboto, I wanna mall, I don't need to pay for anything. Ke a nna ke ora letšatši, ke hlwaka di pijama, ke a go ke a go my cousins where they want Bonolo, who is better known Bobo. They want me ka mkhokeleng. Ke a ikutlwela, I go to the gym, I do a lot of yoga, I meditate, I think about things, I cuddle with people who I'm allowed to be vulnerable with. I become a baby. I want to be fed. I eat my favorite foods. I don't want to lie. I don't eat healthy. And I become myself again. I go back to my mother, and she's not going to ask me to be anything. I just wanted to pat my head and say, and that's how I become myself. 3 days of doing that, a week of doing that. When I come back, yay, I'm on that mode.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
I
powerful.
reset.
That's
I
extremely
reset.
amazing. I see how supportive your family is
Yes,
towards
yes.
everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
How important is it for young people like us who are gifted, in terms of, it doesn't matter what type of gift, whether you're a fashion designer, whether you're a musician, whether you're an artist, how is support important?
Support is everything. I always tell people that Nakena Bonolo Mashilo, and there's B Mashilo Designs. I am not B Mashilo Designs. There's a whole team. But when if I could go back and rebrand it, I wouldn't be so selfish to give it my name, because it gives the impression that it's self-made. My business, I am just the idea. I'm the creative director. But there are people that made it, and that would be my family, my mother. Without my mother, they wouldn't be Mashilo Designs. Without my dad, they wouldn't be. Without my sister, there's a hand in everything, in the end product. On days where ke mo 50%, ban rechargela, ban lokela 50 anyway, or ke fihle mo 100. And because they understand how important this dream is to me, they do the groundwork. And everybody who did this, but I wish I could show people the arc, the foundation, the roots of this tree. What you see is just the
because
fruits.
It has been nurtured very well.
People at the bottom who are doing the groundwork. Yes, every single day. Fall apart. There's my sister who talks to me on a daily when I feel like the office is too much, who reassures me of my dream and my vision. Driver on days I need to drive. I'll sleep in the back seat and my partner or my dad will drive me. On days where I have to be at the office and travel wherever, there are people because I'm a mess at that time.
Yeah.
At the office when we're running and it's busy, my mom she fuels us and she'll bring her energy. And when my clients frustrate me, I'll put on a brave face and say, I will do this, I'm not going to allow this, or I'll have it done by tomorrow. I accept. The moment they leave, I fall apart and I cry. And there's a team that will put me together and say, I have friends, amazing friends, Baba Roka, who I can call and say, friend, I made a mess. I'm just going to sit there, take a nap on my couch. My friend Uto fell because I see the end goal. And somebody must fetch the medal. They'll fetch me from the ground and from the ground where I'm a mess, and they'll say, she did everything. So without all of that, they wouldn't be me.
Sure. That is powerful. It's extremely powerful. We learn a lot on a daily basis, but this woman is such a powerful house. There's a whole lot of things that she does. There's a whole lot of inspiration as well that comes out from her. She's just a well of wisdom. And it's always an honor for me to be having conversations, not scripted, not formal, but we're having heart-to-heart conversations about things that actually matter in life. We're actually having conversations about issues that we face in life. We actually on a journey of finding who we are as people, who we want to become. We've got our dreams, we have aspirations, there's visions, there's all these things, that we want to achieve. But if the support is not up to par, then we fall apart.
That is true.
We definitely fall apart. I'm grateful to the team once again, to Terra Media House. I'm grateful to Joe. I'm grateful to each and every person who's rooting out for me. It's still in a baby's face, but I'm giving it my all. It's as raw as you see it. There is no script. There is nothing that we're actually using. We are just sitting here and having conversation. Thank you so much for coming, my queen. It really means a lot.
Thank you for having
I
me.
wish you all the best in everything that you do. Keep on praying. Keep on affirming. Keep on doing your meditations and your yoga. Keep on eating right.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I'll
please
try my best.
We
Yeah.
fall out there and there,
Yeah,
but
we
but
always
90%
get
of the
back on.
stuff that you consume should be plant-based. Because we are made from the soil,
Yeah.
and we are of the sun, we are of the moon, we
Yeah.
are from the earth, we are of the fire. We actually are the universe within ourselves.
Yes.
So remember to always ground yourself, to always root yourself in the things that makes you,
Yeah.
or the things that vibes with you.
Yeah.
We always say that we attract our tribe.
True.
So there's a certain tribe of people that are waiting for you to come
Yeah.
and speak to and minister to and inspire. So I wish you all the best and love and light to you always.
Thank you so much. And I'd also like to say to you that you are doing beyond what you should be doing with your gift. And I think what you're doing right now might seem like is moving very slowly, but I can say that we'll be watching this 5 years later
Sure.
and 10 years later and saying, look how far you've come.
Sure.
And what you're doing with your gift changes us and touches us in so many ways. And I hope that even though it takes long to see the end goal, you never derive or feel discouraged or ever feel
Give
empty,
thanks.
because you are a source for so many of us and you don't even
thank
realize it.
Thank you. I'm extremely humbled. That was Authentic Soulful Conversations with Bonolo Mashilo of Miss B Mashilo Designs. It's Miss B Mashilo on Instagram, right?
At B Mashilo.
At B Mashilo Designs on Instagram. I am honored. I am humbled by her presence, by her aura. She's just a beautiful soul. She came in and I ushered her with a full body massage and a glass of champagne. And then we had deep conversations, that were actually even deeper than this. So this is us saying that we are out there. If you need to talk, if you need to tell your story, if you want to be real and raw, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what you do, but if you've got a story to tell that you think the world needs to hear, it's still a small platform for now, but we are here saying that give us a call, write on our Facebooks, write on Instagram, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel and share it with as many people as we can. It's just young village girls that are proudly holding their flags and going out and saying we are here and we are giving it our all. I'm a village girl self. I come from Makapanstad Ramosetla. And I'm humbled by the journey. It gets me emotional. I'm actually tongue-tied because I know where I come from. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to share my 2 cents with the world. But at that time, things didn't go the way I planned. But here it is and it's happening, and I'm grateful to God and my guides and the spirit that's housing this body to be able to give me wisdom to pursue and to do what I need to do. I'll also say that even if I die today, God forbid, but I'll die, I gave my all.
Yeah.
Whatever that I do it with all my heart. Whatever that I pour into, whether it's I'm coaching a client or I'm seeing a client, I just pour out whatever. I actually sometimes feel like some things I shouldn't even share, but I just keep on sharing and sharing and sharing. So I would like to believe that I'm also a giver. Hence we are here, and then we are giving tools and topics and conversations to the world. Give thanks, love and light to you guys always. Ke a leboha.